So today we are doing mathematics paper 1. Now, we are not doing some questions. Today we just want to understand some basic concept based on this particular topic known as linear functions. People say this is under linear programming in paper 1, and it is true. You need to understand basic concept based on this particular question. So let's dive into the question itself. So write down three inequalities that defines region R. So we need to come up with three inequalities that is actually defining this particular region. Now, what do we need to do? So we need to name or number these lines according to maybe Roman numerals, or others they say you can even name them A, B, or C. But we are going to say this line is a special line and it will represent Roman numeral what? Roman numeral 1. So this is our Roman numeral 1 inequality. So the line is cutting the y-axis on positive what? Positive 1. So what are we saying? The first thing that we need to do is to identify this type of a line that is representing a Roman numeral 1. So this line is cutting the y-axis on positive what? On positive 1. So the first thing that we need to do, we are going to say y is equal to what? 1. It is true, this line is cutting the y-axis on positive what? 1. Now, what type of a line is this one? This is a broken line or a dotted line. So, what do we need to do? It is either we are going to use a less than symbol or a greater than what? Symbol. So now, the side which is shaded here, it is the less side. So when the less side is shaded, meaning that the inequality which was used is the greater what? The greater inequality symbol. So this part of our inequality will be y is what? Greater than what? 1. This is the first inequality that we are going to get according to this particular line. So we are saying inequality number 1, it is y greater than what? Greater than what? 1. This is the first inequality that we are going to obtain. So now, let's go to a special line, which is the y-axis. We are able to see that the y-axis is shaded, and this is where most of the people's face challenges. Now, how am I going to identify the name of this inequality or the equation that is defining this particular inequality? It is simple. When the y-axis is shaded, just know that x is equal to what? 0. So this is going to be my second inequality, where I'm going to say the second inequality, since the y-axis is shaded, x is equal to 0 in the y-axis. When the y-axis is shaded, is representing x is equal to what? 0. Now, the side which is shaded is the less side. This simply means the inequality symbol we are supposed to use to represent this particular line needs to be a what? A greater than or equal to. So we are going to say x is greater than or equal to what? 0. This is the second inequality. So we are saying x is greater than or equal to what? 0. Becomes our second what? Inequality. This topic is very simple and it normally comes in mathematics paper 1. Pay attention. This year is your last year of rewriting what? Mathematics. You can do it, and remember, you are going to make it. So let's go to our third inequality. Third inequality is cutting both axes, which is the y-axis and the x-axis. This one. So this is very special and you need to pay very close attention on this one. So let's go. So the first thing that we are going to do, we need to find the gradient of this particular line. So we are using the formula y is equal to mx plus what? Plus c to find the equation first. So the first thing we need to do is to find the what? The gradient. So we are going to say m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x what? X1. And the coordinates at this point we have a 2 comma what? 0. At this point we have the following coordinates which are 0 comma what? 3. So this is our x1, this is our y1, and this is our what? X2. So this is going to be x2, this will be our y2. According to our formula, we are saying y2 is representing a what? A 0 minus y1, we have a 3 over x2. Our x2 is a positive 2 minus x1 is a 0. So we are going to say 0 minus 3. Our gradient is negative 3 over what? Over 2. So if the gradient is negative 3 over 2, the next step that we are going to do, we are going to find the value of this constant c. Now, for us to find the value of constant c, we need to pick from these two pairs of what coordinates, a pair which is having at least the x coordinate, which is 0, so that we are going to find the value of c as quick as what possible. So the gradient, we have it is a negative 3 over 2. So the gradient, we have it. So let's go and consider picking this pair of coordinates, so that the x coordinate will be a 0 and y coordinate is going to be a positive 3. So let's go and find the value of constant c. According to the pair of coordinates 0, 3, my y is representing a 3, and m, we have it here, it is a negative 3 over what 2, and the x coordinate, it is what, a 0 plus what, c. So definitely the value of constant c, a negative 3 over 2 times 0, it is a 0. This simply means that c is equal to positive what, positive 3. Now our final step, we are now going to find the equation. Then we are going to use the inequality symbol to finish our, or to finalize our final answer. So what are we saying? The first step is to find the gradient. The second step, find the value of constant c. And the third step, which is just next to the final answer, is to find the equation. So let's go. The value of gradient, remember it is a negative 3 over 2. So let's conclude now. So we are saying, therefore, y is equal to mx plus what? Plus c. The value of y, we are going to maintain it. The coordinate is, the gradient is what? Negative 3 over what? 2. This is x plus what? A positive what? 3. This is the equation. Now, let's check what type of a line are we dealing with. It is a solid line. What does it mean? We are using a less than or equal to symbol, or a greater than or equal to symbol. So, according to this line, the side which is shaded is the greater side, and the inequality symbol that we are going to use needs to be y is equal to less than or equal to negative 3 over 2 x plus what? Plus 3. We are done with inequality number what? Number 3. So remember, we are saying the value is y is equal to less than or equal to a negative 3 over 2 x plus what? Plus 3. This is how we need to do it. So you need to comment in the comment section on the next part that we need to do that is more challenging. Otherwise, with this part, I believe you are going to pause the video, copy the question and try to solve it. Then you play the video so that you are going to understand. This is your tutor, Mr. Su.